You have been lied to. The exact criteria that I see all these product research videos given out, all the 10 out of 12 need to have under 75 reviews, needs to be this price. It's a lie. It actually is though. But those typical, and hey, some of my old videos have this criteria. Not blaming anyone, but it's just the truth now. And a lot of these videos talking about the criteria and that's the exact opposite of what really we should be looking for. And I'm going to show you why right now. We're going to be covering products you should avoid at all costs, selling on Amazon in 2024. And as you'll come to see, the irony is that it's the exact products you think you should be looking for based on most of what you've come to know about selling on Amazon. This is Helium 10. It's a product research software that I actually love. They have other tools that I use as well. There's a link in the description if you want to use this. But the way that you've been led to believe this works is we come in here and we select a few categories. Some you might have heard of: tools and home improvement, sports and outdoors, pet supplies, baby, beauty and personal care, home and kitchen. Okay, let's just stop there. That's fine. I've heard those 1,000 times. Review count. What do we always hear with reviews? Less than 100. And back in the day, it was even less than 75. Do 75, fine. Right? Less than 75. Number of sellers, so we'll avoid that one for now. Price, this one's really classic, 15 to 50. Monthly revenue, we want products that sell $5,000 to $15,000 per month. We want maybe shipping size should be small or large standard size. And let's go ahead and hit search. And what we're gonna see are products like this that at first sight might look like good ideas. We have just a safety net. We have a cat water fountain filters. Let's go ahead and open that one up. We'll go ahead and open up the, let's see, tennis balls for kids. Here's one that's near and dear to my heart. I actually sold shelves back in the day and documented my progress here on YouTube. Floating shelves. And you might think at this point, wow, I'm finding a lot of good stuff, right? A lot of good shit on here. Heck yeah, I rock. And I know you're saying it just like that. And you go to page 2, a round cotton rope storage basket. Beautiful. Now these are all products that, using the criteria that everyone on YouTube says we should go use this criteria: low competition, high demand, go find stuff that's easy to sell, bundle it with something. Look what happens, right? We're gonna go cat water fountain filters. It's obviously the main keyword. Everyone and their grandmother knows how to optimize a listing now. First phrase in the listing is definitely the right keyword, listing title. So here we are. Cat water fountain filters. Now, a few things that we need to look at. Traditionally, what do the reviews look like on this page? Are there people with low reviews winning at the top of this page? I have 349. Well, some of these are quite high. Maybe this doesn't fit the traditional idea of a private label market anymore. 143, 1, 2. Okay, there's some people trying to rank here. 221. Maybe because this is quite competitive, most people would say, this doesn't already fit the idea of what we're talking about. Don't mind me, I'm just dying of heat. Balls for kids. Are tennis balls not already for kids? I promise this video has a point. Let's just get to it. Okay, so here we go. Beautiful. 31 reviews in the top 8 positions on Amazon. 21 reviews in the top position. 50 reviews, 85 reviews, 37 reviews. This is private label-esque market. And what happens when we open up ye old revenue? 50 reviews, $7,000. 19 reviews, $5,000. 31 reviews, $5,000. What is the problem here? Don't make me punch myself in my own face. Don't make me tell you. What is the problem here? No one cares if you're selling this product. They want the cheapest one. Maybe they want bulk. They still want bulk at a better price. It's just a more for less problem solution market. In Amazon FBA, Amazon in general are riddled with these ideas. I'm like a preacher. I'm getting amped up. I hate this. I hate this. Someone would at one point be able to make me believe that if I bundled another amount of these and changed the color of them, because I'm different, I'll stand a chance at getting in front of these customers, price it similarly, make the listing better, and I'll sell more. You know what the problem with that is? You're not beating Shuke C, China Shuke Z's price, okay? You're just not. Like, to ship those, you're not gonna be able to profit off of these things. And it kind of makes me mad because of how many times I bought into the idea that would work for me, right? If the customer legitimately just wants a good deal, you as an American sourcing overseas, paying high prices, not knowing how to effectively source at a very low cost, cannot win in those markets. But it's the thing we've all been fed. I was fed it many times. That's why I started doing it, why I started documenting the journey, and ultimately realized on my essentially 6-year-long case study here on YouTube that didn't work. A few years ago, it started clicking for me. I'm going, I can't get these things to stay profitable. I keep getting crushed. I keep getting hit over the head with low prices. I cannot hold my price high enough to profit. And it is the disease of the private label industry in that sector, if you will. Racing to the bottom will be the thing that kills you. If you're a good marketer and you're even good at making listings, but you're in the wrong market, it doesn't matter how good you are, because people ultimately, when they're buying a certain kind of problem solution, more for less product, don't want to pay more even if you're doing a great job of marketing it. There has to be something there, some kind of essence to this good that makes it worth buying for them. Now, floating shelves. God, floating shelves are just going to make me sick. Look at this. It's disgusting. $14.99? $14.99? And they don't even sell that many. 60,000 probably fake reviews, $14.99, and a sponsored listing. Do you realize when I started selling floating shelves on Amazon 4 years ago, you were consistently seeing $40, $50, $60 floating shelves? The whole market has sunk like a punctured shell of a ship to $20, $15, $14.99. These are big wooden planks. I was paying like $6 a unit to ship them, let alone what it costs you, plus your fees. They do not make money. You will not make money selling these kinds of products. So the problem is that when we look at the revenue in these markets, it like re-brainwashes us to think even if they had 10% profit margin, they'd make 20 grand a month. And sure, maybe the expert sourcing agent in China that orders 10,000 of them, 20, 30,000 of them at a time can get a price that's low enough to actually make it make sense for them. That is not you. It will never be you unless you are dedicated to figuring out how to be a more for less sourcing expert, right? Because that's the only way you're getting prices at which you can sell 5 shelves for $13.99. So I know this is radical, but when I sell physical products, I want to make money. Yeah, weird, right? I don't just want to sell physical products for the sake of selling physical products. Cotton rope storage basket. Let's bring the energy back up. Okay, I've been getting a little fired up at $15.95, $13.99, $9.99, $13. It's just like, there's nothing wrong with that price. And so I don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's that there's nothing I can do to get people to want to pay twice that in this market. Like, there is just no interest in customers paying more here. And here's the secret in all of this, is that there's a phrase that solves this. I'm the kind of person that buys X. Okay, fill in the X. There's really no sense of movement or energy towards saying I'm the kind of person that buys a twice as expensive cotton rope basket. Put in even water, even coffee, even tea, even fertilizer, even most commodities. I'm the kind of person that buys high quality coffee. You know what I'm saying? I don't GMO coffee? No. Single origin, organic, that's how I roll. I pay $20 a pound for my coffee. And that is the kind of market where you can actually win with better marketing, branding, etc. When we get into these tchotchke markets, let's call them that, tchotchke markets, it is what built Amazon FBA and what destroyed Amazon FBA private label. are tchotchke markets, because you would be led to believe at one time when these markets are small, and the reason that the criteria, let me back up. You would be led to believe at one time when these markets are small that they're achievable, someone's holding it down, their price makes sense, you run your profitability calculator, it all makes sense. The problem with the criteria is it actually funnels you through this process that makes it very hard for this to work for you, because I'm putting in this criteria that makes me find not yet mature markets. And what happens when you're selling in a market that's not mature? The cost starts high because there's more demand than there is, the price that you sell at starts high. There's more demand than there is competition in available stock. And so the one who lists it first gets in front of, even the first 20, gets in front of this audience. It's very hot. They don't mind paying. They deal the price. As more and more people come in, because the market was small and it's expanding and people see the opportunity, the price starts to drop because the new seller goes, I'll get my edge by having a slightly better product with slightly more, and I'll charge slightly less. And in the beginning, that's fine because they take a hit on their profit margin. Instead of making 40%, maybe they make 30%, and they're still happy with that. But as that process goes on and on and on over the next year, even just 6 months sometimes, everyone has now been dragged by their heels or by their hair down to 20% margin and then 15% margin and then 10% margin. Then you start looking at your numbers and you start going, why in the hell am I going to even reorder this? I'll go find a new product. And you go use the same criteria and you go find a new product, and it drives me crazy that this is still a thing. And I wanted to put out an attention, a PSA, just don't fall for this trap. Amazon FBA is a great platform that drives traffic to sellers. I actively still do this model in a different way. That works beautifully for me. Tried the old way 20 times, 17 times or something. I don't sell a single one of those products anymore. What do I sell now that I've sold for the past 16 months? That's been working beautifully for me. A made in the USA, high quality product that people will actively pay more for, and it was proven to me that they would pay more for because there's already high priced options in a mature market that has barriers to entry, where a bunch of Chinese sellers and Chinese manufacturers cannot flood through the walls of this market and ruin everything. The customers wouldn't want to buy from them anyway. That is where I found my solitude and where I found my higher ground that I can scale from, actually collect my thoughts, and consistently make profit. Let me save you some time and, most importantly, money. Do not go wasting your money doing this stuff. If you want to do it the right way. Build a real company and a real brand that sells physical products that you're proud of, not cheap tennis balls and cat filters and floating shelves from China. Just drop it already. Seriously. There is a better way to do this, and it is the old way. Before this even existed, to build a business. You build a local, real business, and you scale it because you take pride in what you're working on and doing. And Amazon is a great facilitator of entrepreneurs that want to think that way. But if you want to think this way and waste all your money on cheap products and then on ad spend trying to rank them on listing creation, then you cheap out on the listing creation because you spent so much money on the products and the shipping. It's a mess, and I just wanted to save some people out there with a video like this. So be sure to subscribe down below in case I start ranting about something else that's important, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.